Oh, let me do that again so I can do it for the YouTube intro. The other thing I wanted to watch was just this dude. Thank you, Tonkmeister. This dude talking about disasters coming for 2 NBA teams. Now this dude is like really loud. Let's just start the video.
Good NBA teams. Multiple good NBA teams in the East are gonna miss the playoffs. Look at this list. 2 of them are gonna miss the postseason.
Like, you're not that exasperated by the fact that the Wizards are gonna miss the playoffs. The Wizards, if I had to choose 2 from this list, so 2 of them are gonna miss the playoffs, right? Obviously not the Knicks are the best team in the league. The Hawks probably not. The Wizards and the Raptors. But no, I wanted to see his. I saw he started.
Which will cause chaos. Can you
it'll
imagine
be the Wizards and the Raptors
Hawks
easily.
paying
Come on, dog.
3
But here's the thing,
for
right now he's about to do his top rankings, right? And let me just make sure this is correct before I go to this. Yeah, I had made a little Google Doc with. I'm gonna do my East rankings. All right, after we watch his, I'm gonna do mine. Let me close these tabs real quick, and then
Hey Murray, and it doesn't work? What about the Raptors being so consistent, then suddenly dropping out? The Bulls have already gone all in. If they miss the playoffs, the team will be screwed for years. The Cavaliers? Let's figure out who will actually miss the postseason when they're supposed to make it. Number 1 in the East will be the Bucks. This is crazy to say. Giannis is gonna actually get better. He's just entering his 10th season. That is middle of.
I'm not mad at it. What were the Bucks last year? I just had it up. The Bucks were 3rd, 51 wins, 2 behind the Heat.
Prime
Yeah, and I'm not
stuff,
mad at
which
it.
is scary. They also get a healthy Chris Middleton back, and honestly, I think they're pissed off. They are even more motivated to prove that 2021 was not a fluke. Number 2 in the East, the Nets. Yes, I said it. A healthy.
Nobody's ever talked about basketball with this much enthusiasm. Not even only Stephen A. Smith, and they pay
Motivated
him
Kevin
millions.
Durant, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons. That might be drama waiting to happen, but imagine if it clicks. They could get the 1 seed. They will win a ton of regular season games, obviously, if they're healthy. Now, defense has always been an issue with this team,
Holy hell,
but they
they
are
got
now
the
stacked
mean
with
camera on
wing
them.
defenders. Ben Simmons, Joe Harris, Royce O'Neal, and
Whoa.
TJ Warren, all 6'6".
Whoa. We're listing Joe Harris and TJ Warren as defenders? wait. Hold on. I mean,
Or taller.
I
Go
understand
ahead. Sleep on this team. Number 3, the Sixers. James Harden left money on the table for PJ Tucker, Daniel House, and DeAnthony Melton. Then they got Montrezl Harrell on a minimum deal. Great offseason.
Montrezl, I mean, here's the thing, right? Montrezl Harrell, he gets signed to a team, and it's like, oh my God, wow, such a great budget signing, and then gets released or traded 3 months into the season because you realize he can't play defense. But to be fair, I think this is the situation that might be different because it's not like he has to get slotted into the starting 5. He actually will legitimately be a backup, and the Sixers have been struggling with having a backup center. So I actually think this one will be the one that works.
MVP Embiid motivated Harden.
I think
Number
that was a
4,
pretty
the
good signing.
Celtics. And this has nothing to do with the Ime Udoka situation. And by the way, yes, he should be suspended a full year. In any corporation, a boss cannot date a subordinate. It puts a lot of pressure on that subordinate and creates a conflict of interest. What he should have done is gone to leadership or HR and said,
that's crazy, but we didn't ask though. Like, that's so crazy.
No, I'm
Thank
saying
you.
this because I think the Celtics as a team were a fraud. They're really good, but they didn't feel like a team that's going to be in the finals every single year. They feel like a team that just squandered their big chance. I know they added Malcolm Brogdon, but I don't believe in their chemistry after Jaylen Brown was just in trade talks. Number 5, the Miami...
What? Did that like create an issue or something? I don't understand. Just say they're going to be number 4 because they're going to have 3 less wins than the first seed. What? It was for Kevin Durant. It was for Kevin Durant.
This is a huge fall from being a weak 1 seed last year. Admit it, Heat fans, you were a weak 1 seed. I believe, though, in their defense.
No, they weren't. Didn't the Heat get like a top 3? The Heat went to the finals in 2020. And then they just almost went to the final. They're not a weak 1 seed just because they
were number 4.
They went to Game 7. They could have won the championship with 5 more wins.
Year, but number 1 against top 10 offenses. So I don't think losing PJ Tucker is going to push them off a cliff. The problem for them is power forward. They literally.
What the hell do you think he's a power forward? You just said he
have no one at that position. Now, we could get a motivated Tyler Hero in a contract year.
I don't think PJ Tucker, I deduct that I don't think PJ Tucker will be the biggest loss for them. But, I mean, man, they don't got any power. I wonder what they lost. I wonder.
We could get a bounce back from Kyle Lowry, Victor Oladipo, but
I know they could have signed somebody else, but you just named me the power forward they lost and said, oh, well, they kind of suck because they lost the power forward, but they're not bad because they lost the power forward.
The Donovan Mitchell trade was not about this year. It's about 3 years from now after the Mitchell trade was not about this year. It's about 3 years from now after the roster matures. 6th place is actually a huge...
No, it's about this year. No, it's like what do you mean they had 3 All-Stars last? They had 2 All-Stars. They had a top 3 Rookie of the Year finisher. Like it's about this year. I mean, and then you add a dude who's I believe at least made an All-NBA team once. I think I can't confirm that, but he's Donovan Mitchell.
Improvement from last season.
I don't need to tell you
because Spida is a great fit. He will run the offense when Darius Garland is off the floor, which was their big problem last year. And think about Donovan Mitchell's elite pick and roll ball handling, perfect for the bigs on the Cavaliers. Of course, the big problem, their backcourt defense, but their frontcourt is better than any team in the East on D. Number 7, the Raptors. Oh, you thought I would predict they missed the playoffs? While all these other teams are trying to gel with their new big piece like the Cavs and the Hawks, the Raps are so consistent. They returned 14 players who played 96% of their minutes last year, but continuity isn't the only reason I'm a believer. They are the most fundamentally sound team in the league. Toronto committed 3.4 fewer turnovers than their opponents last year, the best mark of any team in 14 seasons. They were second in offensive rebounding and play elite defense, the fundamentals. That means
so now we want to become NBA Stat Nerd 42 on Twitter, and earlier we were just talking about PJ Tucker leaving and going.
Have crazy up and downs during the season. So while the Cavs and the Hawks and the Nets,
you might as well
name
them the second seed. You had better reasons than anybody. I guess the video should be fast. I understand
are going to be under the radar to the playoffs.
And they'll make. When I do my predictions in 10 seconds, they're not going to. There's going to be no logic to them because here's the thing, right? You look at these bastards. Boom! They finished 4 games apart from seed 1 to. They literally finished 7 games apart from seed 1 to seed 6. I mean, it's 6 games. Yeah, 6 games. Wait, something like that. My 3, 4, 7.
Number 8, though, the Bulls, the last team to get in. 2 things have to go right. Number 1, DeMar DeRozan being Superman again. He was the best.
He has some of the takes of all time.
4th quarter scorer in the NBA last year, shooting 53% in the clutch. Dude was motivated, though, by all the hate last offseason. Can he do it again? They also need health because Lonzo's knee is a total mystery. And before Alex Caruso's injury last year, they were actually 11th in defense. But Lonzo's injury is the giant cloud hanging over this roster right now. They just announced he's not going to be ready for the regular season. Alex Caruso, Patrick Williams, and Lonzo would all guarantee a playoff spot, but without one of them, I don't know. Number 9, the Hawks. They will miss.
That's the team I was waiting for. The chat talking about, what's it called? He got the Wiz and Knicks not making. This is the team. This is the big one.
DeJounte Murray for 2 big reasons. Number 1 is how much better the East is. Splashy moves, guys getting healthy. Number 2, DeJounte, sneaky, not a perfect fit. First of all, he does not solve their defense. Last year, they were 26th on D. And I hate to keep hammering on Trey, but look at this. Atlanta was 7.1 points per 100, worse with Trey on the floor. The next worst Hawk was Clint Capella, all the way at 2.1. That is how much worse Trey is than everyone else. I think DeJounte.
I don't think anybody's saying he solves their defense, but he's one of the best perimeter defense, and like you're acting like it was a bad thing.
Will improve their turnovers, which were horrible last year, but he is sneaky, bad at one-on-one defense. Dude gambles for steals all the time and bites on pump fakes. I'm not a believer. Now he does improve their offense.
I respect your take.
The Hawks now have 2 of the 3 players last year who averaged more than
He said, hey, you guys say he's a great defender. Like, I thought he was saying, oh, he does not solve their defense because Trey sucks at defense. But then he said, no, actually, DeJounte sucks too.
20 points a game and 9 assists. But that changes on offense how they play.
Sounds like a bias against Murray. Is he a Spurs fan? I mean, that's the only thing I can really...
the ball. DeJounte only...
Every NBA fan that's like actually a fan of like a team always has those gripes against their own players that nobody else has and praises other players way too much. Pretty funny.
He shoots 33% on catch and shoot threes. Trey is
like that's kind of how you learn more about every team, which is pretty interesting.
Him with the ball in his hands. Things are going to change. Also, DeAndre Hunter was good last year, just in the playoffs. That is such a small sample size. Number 10, the Wizards. And they have 2 prime all-stars with Bradley Beal and Kristaps Porzingis. But the problem...
You just said what? You say Kristaps Porzingis was an all-star?
Is KP and Beal have
Kristaps Porzingis, the last time he was an all-star was 4 years. It will be this season will be 5 years ago. 5 years. That's half a decade. And he's one less knee. He didn't even play in the game. He tore his ACL in January.
Played 0 minutes together. They could surprise all of us with like instant chemistry, but look at the rest of the roster. Kyle Kuzma, Rui Hachimura, Denny Avila, Will Barton.
Kyle Kuzma's jumper in 2K is fire.
Monte Morris. For them to make the postseason, you would have to have KP and Beal instant chemistry plus at least 2 legit contenders for most improved player. Number 11, the Knicks. Look, I do love what Jalen Brunson brings to this team. Not only is he an elite pick and roll ball handler, he's also great off the ball from playing with Luka. Dude shot 40% on catch and shoot threes last year, 50% from the corner. So the problem actually is RJ Barrett and Julius Randle. So inconsistent. The last 10 seasons, only 3 players have scored 20 points a game with such a horrible true shooting percentage. The list, Russell Westbrook twice and...
No, that's funny. That is funny. No, I will be honest. I mean, that's actually really
Julius
funny.
Randle and RJ Barrett last year. Unless those guys have crazy consistent years, New York just wasted another season. There is so much more to say, though, about that Lonzo Ball injury. What is actually going on with him? Because initially, when he tore his...
And no, that's the thing, too. I mean, well, here's the thing, right? The outsider, most either Knicks fans kind of overhype him. I don't know many Knicks fans. Knicks fans have kind of just brought into them. Also, I believe they didn't give him the max. Like, they gave him, like, I don't know. I kind of tapped out. But they gave him, like, some decent money, RJ. And, you know, some... opposing outside NBA fans tend to either heavily like underrate. It's usually just stupid people. For the most part, people recognize. Forget people for a second. Let me tell you my opinion. He's all right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't really. RJ's like, I know we just gave him 4 years, like over 100 million, and like I know I got some friends that are, you know, I know a lot of Knicks fans friends. I got a lot of friends that are very, very hopeful in the dog, you know what I'm saying, and think he could be this, that, and the other. I don't know if he'll be this, that, and the other. I don't really know yet. Like, he hasn't shown me anything yet to where I really think he's that guy, but he's still, like, good. You know what I mean? Like, and he's probably worth, he's actually probably definitely worth the money he got, I'll be honest with you. What's it called? How would you like RJ to improve? RJ is weirdly stiff with the basketball. Like, that's what holds him back, is that in comparison to some other players that are like natural born shot creators, he's not really that. At least he doesn't.
My parents have a photo of me as a baby in a Gilbert Arenas Warriors onesie.
That's fantastic. He also, yeah, like someone said, was the worst finisher around the rim for like the past 2 seasons, or at least one of like the 3 worst. I believe he was like, you know, those Kirk Goldsberry graphics he posts with the worst players from every like zone. He was the worst around the rim finisher, which doesn't really scream out when I watch his game, but it more so screams out that he kind of like struggles with dribbling. And like, I'm not saying, you know, yeah, sure. Well, who is spamming what? So wait. So this guy's spamming Woj bomb and there's no Woj bomb. Chat, confirm this with me real quick. I'm not gonna lie, I turned off Woj's notifications. So if he was being for real, I wouldn't know. No Woj bomb, fantastic. He's banned. See ya. 11 messages. Goodbye. Toodles.
Meniscus. We were told he would be out 8 weeks, and now.
With that being said, though, no, I still like RJ Barrett, though. I just don't know if he's like a star. But you don't like to be the third pick. When I think of third picks, I think of, all right, well, one of them was Michael Jordan, another one of them was Otto Porter. You could be he's somewhere in between. That's all. You know what I'm saying? No, that guy's banned. You came in here and spammed Woj bomb 47 times.
Now we're going on 9+ months. The guy who knows more than probably anyone, LeVar Ball, just called out the Chicago Bulls. Things are getting so crazy with the Lonzo thing. I made a whole video about it. Check it out.
Yo, LeVar is just ignored at this point. But it's time for me to make my own boom. All right, so here's the NBA standings. All right, so Now here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Okay. Even the Knicks, okay, yeah, sure. There's 6 games behind the 10th seed. It might be closer this year in general of all this stuff. So all this stuff is going to be very, very close. I can't wait to distance myself mentally as far as possible for any of this and not care, because I'd probably want to jump off the Eiffel Tower if I was invested and we lose by 1 game and don't make it then we get probably a higher pick. But also there's probably gonna be injuries and players who request trades and whatever. Miami, Celtics, Bucks, 76ers. Right. All right. So let's do this right now. This is what I was trying to emphasize, is that all this stuff, it's unpredictable. It's unpredictable. All right. So boom. So who's giving me the vibe? Oh man, no. Okay. So his point about PJ Tucker, even though he worded it really oddly, was valid about him, you know what I'm saying, not being number 1. So I can't say the Heat will be number 1. The Celtics just lost their coach. The Bucks are the Bucks, and the Sixers, Harden. I would say, you know what, actually, just because of that, logically, I'm going to go Bucks number 1 and 76ers number 2. All right, so I'm going to go with those 2 interchangeably, top 2. You know what I'm saying? We can let's just build a foundation here, and then we could go from there, right? All right, Bucks and Sixers, boom. After that, 76ers too top heavy. Nah, screw that. Whatever. Who cares? They got D'Anthony Melton. They got old dude. They got PJ. They got Tyrese. They got Tobias Harris. They traded Seth Curry. Next up, I feel like around these 3 and 4 spots is where one of these teams is gonna jump up. Okay, so he did say Brooklyn would jump up. I respect it. You know, do what you want to do. Now here's the thing, right? I might have had Brooklyn going like pretty far in the playoffs last year, but it kind of was because I wanted to go to every game. That didn't happen. They got swept. I went to one of the games, but they got swept. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. And then I'd do the same if the Knicks were to make it, you know, just want to go and see them lose. I went to 2 of the Knicks games the year that they made it. But next up, here's the thing. I could see with this 3rd spot, he's talking about the Hawks won't make it. I could see the Hawks being this high up. You know what I'm saying? I could see the Cavs being this high up. I almost, you know what, screw it. Cleveland Cavaliers, number 3. Why? Because I said so. Honestly, I don't believe this, but I'm going to do it anyways, because some things got to happen unpredictably. All right? Look, Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen. All right, now here's the thing, right? I saw some that was saying that they're going to start old dude at the 3, Dean Wade or something. Go ahead. All right, for number 4, let's see. Now it gets tough as the end of this, right? Okay, actually, you know what? Let's go. I think that the top 2 teams will still finish outside of the play-in game, like up top. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Celtics and Heat will still be up here. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in this realm. I don't know which one's better. I think the Heat, I do think, yeah, sure, depth, no power forward, no beverage. Jimmy's gonna be playing a lot there. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Hey, how you doing, Buffalo Kenny? All right, number 6. Oh man, who will finish number 6? Oh, I'm gonna say Brooklyn. Brooklyn finishes number 6. All right. So I'm gonna say these are the. I'll be honest. I even though I'm kind of trolling with the Cavs at 3 because I want to make like a hot take and like potentially be right on it, because why not? I do think they're one of these top 6 teams. Yeah, I'm gonna take that hot take. I like Donovan Mitchell a lot. I like him a lot. I think he's a good dude. Number 7. All right, so this is play-in game territory. Now, are we going still teams that are gonna win the play-in game? Yeah, I guess it's how it kind of works. Because the Hawks made it over the Cavs, and then they're higher, even though they had a lower record. So You thought I wasn't going to do this? You thought I wasn't going to do this? You thought I wasn't going to make a list and not put the dogs on there? Are you serious? Now look, be for real. I put the Cavs at 3. You thought I wasn't going to do this? I mean, come on now. I'm probably going to be wrong, but it's the list. It's the list. The list is the list. The price is the price. The brick by brick. I built this house brick by brick. Knicks Clique. Come on, dog. Please. All right. Next up, number 8. Now here's the thing, right? Oh man, the Knicks. All right. Now look, do I believe anything I'm about to say? Hell no. Boom. We got Jalen Brunson, one of the best scorers in the mid-range floater area. Bang. Oh man, we got Evan Fournier. He hit the most threes in Knicks history last season. We got RJ, Rowan Alexander Barrett. You know what's funny? Before I go any further, yeah, like the guy said, honestly, yeah, if we don't make it, it will be at fault of our. There's a world where in like 3-4 years, like RJ Barrett is the most hated man in New York, and I don't want that to be the case. But like because he was like our one high pick like ever, I could just see like he never stopped shooting 40%, and then he's just small forward, inconsistent bastard. You know what I'm saying? So there's a world, but I hope it doesn't happen. They're not ready for the D-Rose. Here's the thing. Forget them though, right? What I was trying to say is that honestly, if they don't make it this far, it's probably at fault of Julius or RJ. If they don't even make the play-in game, if they're like the 11 seed or something, it's probably at fault of Julius or RJ. You know why? Because boom, you got Mitchell Robinson, just gave him like $60 million. Hopefully he stays healthy. Boom, boom, boom. Then you got off the bench, they signed Isaiah Hartenstein. He hit some threes and was tall. All right. You also got Obi Toppin, the former number 8 pick. He's one of the best lob threats in the league, maybe the best because I said so. Sorry, Zion, you got the dog. Then you got hold on. You got Emmanuel Quickly. Honestly, kind of pisses me off. He started playing really well the second half of last season, or so I heard, because I wasn't watching no Knicks games. I had more to do in my life than watch a losing team that already missed the playoffs, basically. You said RJ is a black Gordon Hayward. You know what? Go at it, buddy. All right. Then after that, you got Quickly would just piss me off because like I didn't see him take a layup until like last season, but he was young. And then you also got Derrick Rose, the greatest player of all time. All right, next up, as the last team to make the playoffs, so I have to choose either the Hawks, Raptors, or man, I kind of feel like one of these top 6 teams. If I'm jutting the Knicks in there, one of these top 6 teams would probably miss it. But let's just go logically. Bulls, Hawks, and Raptors. Jesus Christ. Oh man, you know what? Actually, no. This is easy. It's like the 2 teams. I'm gonna be honest. The 2 teams. I'm a certified, and it's crazy. They could probably finish top 3, but I'm a certified. I guess I gotta hate on the Bulls this year because I think they're the worst of everybody except for the Knicks. So I gotta hate on them because Lonzo's out, and then like that's really it. And they have old man Vooch and all that garbage. So I'm gonna put. My soul is telling me that the Raptors will. What's funny though is that the Raptors used to be the team I hated on, be like, oh, they're kind of boring and suck, and then they kept on making the playoffs every year. So I'm like, all right, now I kind of give them the benefit of the doubt, but they're probably gonna miss it this year, the year that I say they're gonna make it. And then we're gonna say screw the Hawks because the Hawks screw them, I guess. I don't know. And then the who was the last one? Was it the Bulls? Was it 10? Oh yeah, and we're not even. Matter of fact, the Wizards are so garbage that I'll put the Hornets over them and then put the Wizards. That's how much I don't care about the Wizards. No Miles Bridges, no Beverage, doesn't matter. We don't care. All right. Let's remove the thing that says team bake because I'm running out of space. And then for the worst teams, honestly, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. Pacers, Pistons, Magic, right? Was those the last ones? Who do I think is going to be the worst? Who will be the true tank master? Actually, Markelle just got injured, so they probably will be the worst again. Honestly, the Pacers will probably be worse than the Pistons. Didn't the Pistons just trade for like Bojan, whatever the hell, Bojan the other day? Bojan's pretty solid. You know what? Screw it. Put the Pistons over the Wizards. You know what? Actually, put the Pistons over everybody. You know what? Actually, put the Pistons over the Bulls. Put the Pistons. Oh man, this is too much fun. Put the Pistons over everybody. Pistons are coming up. Cade Cunningham, greatest player of all time. Jaden Ivey, baby. Oh, well, screw the Bulls. Screw the. What is Zach gonna do? Is Zach gonna miss the playoffs again and get injured? Screw him, man. Zach's gonna. I'm sorry. I don't wish this on anybody, but oh god, did I just go into full screen mode? What am I? Cardinal sin. Screw it. We might gotta do the West after this, honestly, with this momentum. But maybe the guy has a West video. But I'm gonna stop this recording and this here. This is my man. Anything I want to change? Oh man, screw it. We're gonna get real spicy. Put the 76ers over the Bucks just because I feel like it. Honestly, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I like really don't. But like it could be right, but like I don't believe that. Screw it. Let's leave the Cavs there. Heat don't really. I like the Heat still. They're still cool. Heat might even be better than the Celtics, but the Celtics are a much deeper team. They got Brogdon. They'll probably be better than the Cavs, but I'll just, be risky with it. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, Isaac Okoro, and me off that bench. Nets, yeah, KD, Kyrie. They could probably miss it too if one of them just, decides to miss the whole season or tears his like left leg or something again. And honestly, the best bet for the Knicks making is probably like Kevin Durant getting injured, but I'm not wishing that on him. Maybe one of you could just make it so I go to some more playoff games. Raptors, because you guys piss me off. Like you're like bad but good, and that guy gave some good stats about you. So maybe I'll take some sort of sense of information from his video. Hawks, yeah, the Hawks. No, like I like the Hawks too. Like I like Trae Young, but I don't know. Like I don't hate Trae Young. I'm not one of those. Like I was, yeah. But I've explained this enough times. Pistons, greatest team of all time. All right, that's it. This is it. This is the concrete, real, the greatest NBA East standings prediction in NBA history.